All right, welcome to Bad Calls, special episode. Just had to get on because some breaking news in the pickleball space, but I guess you guys look a little different today, though.
You guys? You don't?
Rod
Rod
Stewart? What are you
Stewart?
talking about? This is exactly the way I look.
In a world full of hideous news, we wanted to showcase some beauty.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so we have another special pod coming up soon, which maybe you can guess from what we're doing. But let's get into this topic real quick, which is breaking news. Yesterday morning, I think it was, we saw a post come out of the blue from Catherine Parento saying, Anna Leigh Waters, thank you so much for playing with me. It's been great. Wishing you all the best.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker. You know, we're big Anna Bright, Rachel Rohrbacher fans. Sorry, I'm now always Team Rachel. Sorry, Anna, always. And I'm sure it was like a shock to an extent, but not a huge one. I think that this was always maybe in the works a little bit. Like if shit went south with Rachel and Anna, then this was bound to happen.
Yeah.
And they weren't playing well recently. So, yeah, I mean, the hard part too is like Rachel's at such a disadvantage because I think she's physically as gifted, but she uses a totally shit paddle and it makes a huge difference. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see like who partners up. I hope she and Catherine partner up and, you know, become girlies part 2 and beat up on Anna Leigh and right.
So let me ask you a couple of questions. One is, you had not heard any rumblings that this breakup was happening from your side at all?
No, none. The only thing that I saw was on Caitlin Kerr's podcast, Talk Pickle to Me, where she asked Anna Bright like a month ago,
right,
would you break up with Rachel if Anna Leigh asked? She's like, well, how do you know she already hasn't?
Right.
And I legit think she already had.
Right.
It's just too sus of an answer.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she probably kept it in the back burner, and was like, all right, 3 or 4 bad matches, I'm done.
Yeah.
Tap.
And at that same podcast, though, she said she wouldn't pair up with Anna Leigh because she wouldn't want to be sort of in her shadow.
Second fiddle, yeah.
Which I think makes a lot of sense because I think it's hard to, unless you're Ben Johns, like it's tough to play with Anna Leigh and not be second fiddle, I guess, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that this is a great opportunity for Rachel, and I hope she sees it that way because up to now, if they win, it's Anna Bright. If they lose, it was Rachel.
Right.
Over and over. And similar for Catherine with Anna Leigh. If they win, Anna Leigh's amazing. If they lose, Catherine sucks.
Right.
So now both of them have the opportunity to hopefully get better paddles. I don't think it's a surprise that they're a little, or like shocking news that they're a little behind the curve on the paddle that they use.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have the opportunity to like showcase themselves. Be like, fuck that. It wasn't always me that won, lost, or whatever. It was a team, and I'm rooting for her. Like everybody loves a revenge tour. Like fucking get it.
Right. Right. Yeah, Graham, you were gonna wear your girlies sweatshirt, but you couldn't find it. But it's vintage now.
I was going to use it to wipe away the tears, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a sad moment.
Yeah.
And it was completely unexpected by me. Like I was way more aware of like Ben and Colin.
Yeah.
I was not aware of either Anna Leigh and Catherine having issues and wanting to change or the girlies. So
in fact, it was only on Sunday we were watching the mixed doubles final where we saw Georgia playing so well and they beat Anna Leigh and Ben. And I asked you, I was like, wow, Georgia's doing so well. Do you think there would ever be a point where Anna Leigh would team up with Georgia? And I think you were like,
did say that. And I was like, no way.
No way.
Well, that's still correct.
Wow, yeah. Yeah.
Still a bad call.
Yeah. But
insinuating the right.
Yeah. The fact that, I don't know, but I mean, are they really not winning as many matches? I mean, they're still number 1 and 2 in women's doubles. They've won like 40 consecutive games together or matches together, like titles, I should say. So like from your perspective, both your perspectives, do you think that they were struggling? Was the end in sight?
No, I don't think so. I think that first off, it's a big part of its paddle. It's probably all paddle, honestly. You give both Rachel and CP new competitive paddles, you know, on the tour, those matches are going to be more intense and there's going to be a lot less weaknesses from those two players. So that's all of it, in my opinion. And no, definitely not. The other thing too is it kind of, for me, ruins a little bit, like women's pickleball was starting to like take over men's, I think, where you starting to see better matchups because first you had the girlies versus CP and Anna Leigh, and then you started having Tyra and Georgia now coming on the scene. You had 3 teams competing for gold now, which I'm like, all right, this is exciting. And probably that's going to go away for a while. It's probably
Yeah.
going to be the Anna Lee and Anna Bright show for, I'm guessing,
Yeah, but that's a great, for 6 months.
for 6
Honestly,
months.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
Until the paddle field levels out.
Right.
And like, I hate to say, I think this is actually great for pickleball and women's pickleball in general, because you do have all these upstarts. Let's take Red Rock, for example. Kristika Cheva and Caitlin Christian beat Georgia and Tyra Black. What we've always said is these teams can't beat the top players, blah, blah, blah. And I think that still holds true for the most part. However, the depth is clearly improving. The level of play is clearly improving. There's a bunch of girls now who, if playing well enough and are teamed up, they can win.
Yeah.
And so it just gives me more storylines. Like, yeah, it's a great rivalry, and that was exciting, but it does kind of get stale, and it was pretty fucking one-sided, especially after I said that Rachel and Anna would win more than 50%. I think they haven't won since. So that's why we're on the bad call spot.
Mhm.
I said it with such certainty, though.
Yeah.
Really fucking believed it. I also believe that tariffs. No, I'm sorry.
So do you think that Catherine would be the obvious choice for Rachel to play with instead, like a straight swap
I told her
like
she
that?
should. I told her she should.
And
I
then
think that's right.
put Rachel on left, or still just play straight up? What would that would look like for them?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Both of them are very dynamic. I think it's match specific.
Yeah.
Kind of cool about Tyra and Georgia is they are a little bit more side specific.
Yeah.
In that Tyra's way better on the left.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if Rachel looks at this from the right perspective, it's a great opportunity. Like, she can now showcase herself and beat the best girls. And yeah, I think Catherine's probably her best bet.
Right.
What about Anna Bright and Anna Lee? Is definitely Anna Lee left side?
I
Just
think
like
they'll mix
no
it.
questions?
No, they'll mix it all the time.
They'll mix it.
They'll mix
yeah,
it all
I
the
think so too.
They're both very dynamic, can go both play both sides. And look, right now, there's no doubt that those are the best two players in the world. You cannot debate it in any way, shape, or form.
But are beatable, do you think, with
for
the
sure.
current women's?
For sure. Especially Georgia. Georgia's like, when Georgia's on, which she obviously was in North Carolina, she's insanely good.
Mm.
Like, her hands are unbelievably fast. Tyra's hands are unbelievably fast. So, like, if they went toe-to-toe, pure hands battle, start to finish,
Yeah.
I'll take Georgia and Tyra. Like, in that scenario, Anna Bright's the slowest relative for just pure hand speed.
Yeah.
And so there could be a little bit of a mark there. But, I'd also wager that she's probably got maybe the second best drop after Anna Lee, the second best dinker after Anna Lee. Like, Anna Bright's no fucking joke. But there's this really large talent pool, and
Yeah.
those girls, both Tyra and Georgia, use really hot paddles, which helps them a ton. I mean, fuck, it's exciting. I'm really stoked to watch the next like 6-7 PPA events
Yeah.
where the girls are mixed and matched.
Yeah.
wait. Can't fucking wait.
I'd like to see CP and Rachel actually maybe find different partners and both play left side. In my mind, they're kind of left side players. I'd like to see them team up with some right sides and see how they do. But I just don't know who those right sides are that are going to make
Yeah.
them competitive.
We've seen
That's the issue.
Rachel mix it up.
Yeah.
But
Why do you say
haven't
she's right
seen-
side?
Catherine.
No, I'm saying I'd like to see
Okay,
both
do
of
a little
them
bit.
play left side.
But-
I'd like
okay.
to see CP play left side and Rachel play left side.
You think they're both
And
better on the left?
not that they're better. I think they should be over there. I think
Okay.
they're the more dominant player of most women they're going to find.
Mm.
And they should find some really good right side players. Just to know who those people are that make for a team that'll be competitive with the Annas.
Interesting.
It's going to take some time for any team to be competitive.
Yeah.
Maybe the only team that I can see beating them right now are Tyra and Georgia.
Tyra and
if
Georgia.
They're hot.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, if you remember, also in the MLP final, they beat Mari and Anna Lee. And that day, Tyra beat her in mixed also.
Yeah.
So, clearly Tyra's not intimidated.
Right.
Not one bit. And has
So-
full belief.
Current consistent partnerships then at this point. I mean, Annalie and Anna should be dominant just out of the gate because they're
I
both so
think
so,
strong.
yeah.
Yes.
But you've
I don't
got
think they've ever lost, have they?
Georgia and Tyra and the Kawamoto sisters. And
Great tournament for them, yeah.
yeah, I mean, like that they have a pretty good shot of like probably still mixing it up in the top there, probably.
Yeah. No question. No
But yeah,
question.
I don't. To answer your question, I don't think that Annalie and Anna have lost a
No,
game.
I don't think they ever have. They've
I think
lost
they
a
played
game at one
4
point. I think
maybe?
they won one game in 3, and outside of that, I don't think they've ever lost
Yeah.
a game. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
game's
like
improved a lot.
what if they each grab the Kawamoto? And then the Kawamotos have more chances of
know.
meddling.
They won't have any chance to
You love
practice
this fucking
together, though, right?
I do.
Dumbest shit ever.
That's why you and I don't
it's
play.
like,
That's
it's
why
like
you and
saying
I.
the Bryan brothers in tennis, they shouldn't have played together because they have a better chance. They won fucking 20 slams or something.
They might have won
Uh,
40 had they split
Combined.
up.
Well, they did win 40 combined. 20
Oh,
and 20.
oh yeah, true.
Right. See, that's where your math is very flawed. Did you write the equation for the tariffs?
The tariffs are going up. Oh, they just did tomorrow morning
Yep.
to
night at midnight.
105% in China.
Fucking awesome. I can't wait for my $3,000 iPhone.
All the
Yeah,
and all
gonna
the
be
paddle
awesome.
companies are crapping themselves right now.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Not Torre. Torre seems to be excited.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, who the fuck's Torre?
Torre's it's a chemical company, but they make most of the carbon
Carbon
fiber
fiber,
for
right.
paddles.
Torre
You know,
700.
Torre T700. That's a Torre
Oh, is
product.
it?
Yeah.
Oh. So this marketing's really going to change the dynamic of people's purchasing habits, you think?
Yes.
I definitely filter all
Temporarily.
my paddles by Torre.
The paddle you use is Torre, so
Okay,
you do
cool.
actually.
No, I mean, like, it's like no one's
It's
like
quality.
thinking about it, are they?
The,
Wait, if
the-
it's Torre or
the
not?
junkies are.
The guys
Yeah,
at
for
3
sure.
a.m.
People
on
who
Discord.
care about their swing weights
Got
and
it,
their
got it.
handle
Swing
shapes
weight,
and their
yeah.
handle shapes.
Got
are-
it.
Shape's a big one.
Trust me, they're thinking about what carbon fiber is on their paddle.
Got it.
So can we just run through North Carolina a little bit?
No,
real quick?
you gonna have time to edit this?
Oh,
I guess
I think we got
give us the
let's go
quick
like a
highlights.
5 minute.
You,
Oh,
you
yeah.
got 5 minutes to go through it.
I got
Yeah.
5. God damn. Okay. Now I'm nervous. That's my type.
Wasting time. What's going on?
Terrible
I
use
know.
of
Sorry,
time.
it's like the Jeopardy thing. Like there's one letter left and I can't figure it out. Okay. Annalie and Catherine lost to Georgia.
Yep.
Nice.
Great
and
match.
Tyra. Great match. Mixed, Georgia and J-Dub get the W. I think the
Great
first win they've had in a final against
Yeah.
Ben and Annalie.
Which, by the way, watching them celebrate after was so
It was
adorable.
really cute. Yeah, it was really cute.
Adorable. And the mom
JW
was
is so
yeah,
awkward.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
she's just like not one bit of, I don't know, embarrassment, I guess,
No.
to like hug and love.
It was
and-
such a bit like little sister
Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
It was
exactly.
amazing.
Like, she looked like she was going to cry.
This is not a segue, a good segue, but if you want to see the greatest moment of television you've probably ever seen in your life, you need to watch Love on the Spectrum,
Great.
season 3.
I've-
Final
I've seen
episode.
that- I've seen this for sure.
No, it
I've
just
watched-
came out.
Oh, no, I haven't watched the new season yet.
And the final episode is the greatest moment of
My
television
headband.
moment of television
Guys,
you've ever seen.
guys, this isn't good for my PRP. Is it?
Promise me you will
Who is
watch
it? Wait,
this.
Talk
who's
to me
the
about
guy?
this.
Which one is it? Is it the
It's
guy?
it's a new guy and a new girl.
Oh.
She lives in St. Pete.
No way.
They do it at the pier.
Yeah.
They do it at Sunken Gardens.
I gotta
And
get
it
on
is
it.
the greatest final episode
can't.
in TV history.
I gotta get
watched
on
this?
it. I've seen this other seasons. I haven't seen this.
I
So
forget the dude. He had like a beard. He responded to me.
They're all in
the
there.
guy who's like he wants knights and kisses.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
they all find love this season.
Oh, great.
You got to get in there.
God's
He's so
exciting.
good. I love it.
Okay, so men's singles. Who won?
It
follow
was
singles.
Gabe
Um,
Tardio.
Gabe Tardio.
Double
Fucking
goal.
A.
Coached by
He's down.
Ben.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
Had Ben on the bench.
And then
Yeah.
who was he playing?
Roscoe Bellamy, final.
Roscoe. And he had Hunter
Beat Hunter
coaching him?
bad. But he beat Hunter in the quarters, and then, he had Hunter and Yates.
Like coaching him on the side.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Tardio apparently wasn't even going to play singles that event. And his mom said, just play it.
Yeah.
And so he was like, okay, fine.
He's the most talented guy we have, undoubtedly. Ridiculous. And then what women's singles was Annalie pulled out because of the court. By the way, it was all rolled courts.
it was
Or
fake.
Was
Hey.
it
laid
bad?
out.
Was it bad?
It wasn't like Vegas last year, but the ball bounced really, really low.
Well, somebody told me Zane Ford almost got a
He did
serious
himself?
injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. But
Yeah. Fahey won women's singles.
yeah,
Yes.
he won
This
women's
She
singles.
Like,
came back.
Having that
She was
moment
down.
where she like broke a paddle on her head.
Yeah, I
Yes.
saw that. He's intense.
That was intense.
Well, how about the camera when it's like, don't fucking look
Yeah,
at me or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's like, ooh, shit.
I would
Got some
not.
spicy.
I would make her fight for me if I was like
She's
in a
scary.
situation where I needed that.
Okay, let me ask you one of my bad calls. Did Gabe Tardio now do the right thing for sure, pairing with Ben? Or am I still like, that kind of regresses his ability to be the shit? Like the
Nah,
guy.
he's still great. He's still
But
I
would it have
great.
been better if he played without Ben and was beating Ben? Like, does that make him a higher status than he is now?
No.
Okay.
I think he made the right move
I think
because
he did. I think he did too. That's what I was going to say.
because
I think he
Ben,
did too.
one of the things is Ben brings such a big draw of fans.
Mhm.
It's getting Gabe more attention.
Yep.
because there's more people watching Gabe play now because Ben's
Yeah.
beside him.
Well, and he looked so much more comfortable this event. He was fucking firing from everywhere, where before he looked
Yeah.
very nervous. And yeah, I gotta eat my words on that one. And then just seeing Ben like hyped up was cool.
Yeah.
He hasn't been like that in a
Yeah,
long
he's
time.
pumped.
So,
Yeah.
well, yeah, dude, the guy's fucking pulling from 3 inches off the ground and hitting flick winners. He's like, whoa,
Yeah.
the fuck is this? So, anyway,
Will Howes had a triple crown this weekend too at the APP.
he did.
Yeah. I don't know. I know that he's still on the MLP list though.
Yeah,
No.
he's on the roster.
Okay, but he's
They work something.
he was
out.
one of the ones that had the weird contract situation, right? Yeah. Got it. Sweet. Well, yeah, that's great.
And no gold medals for Anna Lee. I think
Yeah,
it's
one
like
of
the first time
in
ever.
a long time.
Finaled in both.
What if she just like rage quit the partnership because of that? You know, you come away from an event with no golds for the first time
No,
forever, and
it had
you're
been
just
in her
like,
head for a while. The
yeah,
seed had been planted. That's
Yeah.
always tough when the seed's been planted.
damn. So yeah, I mean, so I think overall, just to summarize that whole situation, if Rachel picks up Catherine, they play together, everything stays pretty much the same. It was a straight swap. If Rachel and Catherine try and find other women partners, then it throws everything out of
I don't
whack.
know who they would play with. Like, you got to put Paris in the mix, but she and Tyra are playing a few together. Georgia and Tyra obviously playing a bunch together.
Right.
So, you know, I think it's very tough to figure out who they would play with consistently and have success. Catherine and Rachel is the best option.
Yeah.
And again, if either of them and both of them particularly get a hot paddle in their hands,
Yeah.
they're going to shred it.
Right.
You got to credit the Kawamotos too. Like, they played great. They're both using the flamingo and fucking playing well with it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know they were playing Proton.
Yeah, they're playing Proton now.
I did not know that.
And it definitely gave them a little bit more juice.
Mm.
So happy for them. They were talking shit to me as always, which I love. Walked
Amazing.
by when I was practicing and said, "Excuse me, old man, are you lost?"
That's great.
Yeah, it
Dope.
is. It's relentless. But we have like the same joke now every time. Kind of. You just come up with some new shit.
Sweet.
Although I use the same one too. Anyway, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Bad calls.
Lots of
Love
bad
my
calls.
earring. It looks amazing.
Yeah. But
Love tennis now.
yeah, and we'll see you all very soon.
See
The
you
next
very
pod
soon.
where this will make sense. All right. Bye.
Bye.